People say that social media is for the young. Isn't it? Nope. Welcome to Nerdopause.
Hello, it is me, and I am in the office because it is spring break and there are people all over my house, and I can't talk to myself in private there because I'm interrupted again and again and again and again ad infinitum. I just watched John Green's March 28th video on YouTube about trying to have a grown-up conversation about healthcare in this country. And as always, John breaks down this tense and very sensitive issue into its building blocks. And, he combines humor and facts. No, not those facts, real ones. Stop distracting me. I'd like to stop his excellent conversation back a bit more. I'd like to go back to a quintessential Christina approach. Simplistic, idealistic, tree-hugging. Here is my premise. People depend on people. So we're born depending on people. We live our lives depending upon people, and we approach the end of our lives still depending upon people. That is what we do. Social creatures are what we are. The gist of John Green's video is that healthcare reform, in any fashion that we attempt it, is complex, and it will involve trade-offs, no matter what solution, no matter whose plan we go with. There are going to be trade-offs. Some of the trade-offs are horrendous, and we won't consider them. Others are doable, but there's trade-offs. There are sacrifices. There is no magic bean. There's no magic pill that's going to make it this easy plan. And I would argue that all the other nations that have universal health care have paid their own prices when they were setting it up. There were trade-offs for them as well. And there are trade-offs I'm willing to make for these other people that are connected to me, whether I know it or not. I'm willing to pay a bit more, like in taxes, if it means that someone else can have dependable health insurance and have preventive health care and health care when they need it when they get sick. This is an acceptable trade-off in my opinion. But it's not a widely shared opinion, since paying more in taxes so that a complete stranger across the other side of the continent can have health care. This is seen as like a negative, an entirely negative thing for me, because I have to pay more in taxes and some stranger I don't even know gets health care. But it's really not. I mean, people really talk big in theory about being altruistic and generous and caring, and we share our warm videos and memes, and it gives us warm, smiley, weep and joy at the wonderfulness of humans' feelings. But in practice, when there are real life sacrifices, real life trade-offs, people start backing off and say, well, I'd love to help, but the time is coming, and it's coming soon, when we're going to have to decide if we're going to survive and succeed as living creatures together, or if we're going to just kind of destroy ourselves separately, backing off from the sacrifices and hard choices ahead of us, and they are ahead of us. The healthcare issue is just one tiny part of this little tiny United States-centric piece. It's a piece of a bigger picture. If we can't come together with a sense of community and solidarity to make sure everyone has affordable, good quality health care, how are we going to deal with the bigger issues that are lurking just over that horizon? Nuclear threats, climate change, the lack of basic necessities of life in many, many countries, the many, many people right now who are fleeing war and persecution and seeking a safe new home, mass extinctions of living creatures on this planet. The clock is ticking. We're going to have to take a hard look at the trade-offs and sacrifices. I don't think I got mine, who cares about you attitude is a feasible one to have anymore. But that's groovy Christina talking. It just worries me. And I'm going to paint a picture of my dog. So, this is Dusty. There she is on the canvas. I'm going to trace what I want and talk to you. Okay, so
Kind of, sort of. Finger paint around her. Palette. This is a new palette. I got some new yellow today. It's fantastic. Oh, I like this palette. It makes me happy. The reason I like finger painting is because I can really kind of feel the colors going on, and I'm a kindergarten teacher, but I really like the feeling of the paint. I only use just that finger. I mean, that's the only thing I get dirty, but I like the sensation. So there's the top. I might add texture later. Now the floor of it is going to be yellow, so I'm going to take my same finger. I don't consider myself to be an artist. I consider myself to be a crazy person who likes to do art, or maybe a writer who likes to do art, or maybe a teacher who likes to write but does art sometimes. All I know is that it's very, very hard for me not to make something, either with words or with paper or paint. The finger. Wipe off the finger. I like it. Oh, it's very nice. Orange makes it pop. I like blending colors. One colors with one, cool colors with cool, so they don't clash and turn into yucky brown. Now while I paint, I want to encourage you people who might be listening. I want to encourage you to create something. There's been a lot of talk lately about getting outside your comfort zone. Read a book that's outside your comfort zone. Graphic novels author Jean Luen Yang is putting forth an initiative to read without walls. And what this means is to read for experiences that don't come naturally to you. Read to enlighten yourself and to grow, not just to maintain your status quo. And it's a wonderful thought. So the challenge is to read something you normally wouldn't read. And this is for all ages, and I think everybody could stand to read without walls. Okay, so. Kill it. Okay, need a tissue. Okay, so now we've got Dusty in a dish. Looks like Cocoa Puff, doesn't it? Now I'm dissatisfied. Now I need to go back with the paintbrush. Clarify it. I returned with the big taped up broken scissors from before. I decided to cut out the dog. So bad at this, because I need to paint around it. Oh, she looks cute. She looks very cute. Stinky glue. There she is in a big bowl of kibble. So that's me painting. I'm getting lightheaded from the glue. I need to wash my palette. Oh, what to do? I don't know. That's what I do when I need to paint. My friends, take care. Be nice to each other. Stay nerdy.